We're back. it's it's been a while since we casted a dual ranked. There was a period of time where we started casting normals, and then there was like a replay. It's been a while since we caught a genuine live game, dual Q ranked. Look at that minion health bar in the corner there. I wonder if the same health bar. I wanted to check if blue team has one too. We'll see the matchups here. Garen top, Malphite, Kha'Zix Olaf, Ahri Rombo. They're gonna have Kai'Sa Swain against Ezreal Yummy. Yummy. Yummy is the one champ everyone despises. I don't personally hate Yuumi as much. I like OP stuff. That's when the game gets spicy. Oh, this might be a really early invade here. Olaf, he's jumping the gun. He's gonna axe over. Kha'Zix sees this, and the gank's cover gets blown before the fight even begins, honestly. Undertow tags the Kha'Zix, so does the Prowling Projectile, but they can't chase for this kill. I think Olaf probably jumped the gun a bit on that invade. He went in way too fast. Ahri is also another interesting pick. It's actually been a while since I saw her being played by anyone, really. I don't think she's a bad champion. She's definitely still a really strong pick, mid lane assassin, bursty mage. I remember like back when, I think this was late season 3 or 4, when mages just absolutely sucked. And mid lane, like the top 10 picks in mid lane were like 8 assassins plus Ahri and Azir. That was like the viable mid pool. During that one time back then when the assassins were super popular. Ahri has good wave clear, good roam, pretty decent burst, but not very popular nowadays. Oh, that's a really strong Mystic Shot. Actually, the Swain is quite squishy. He only has Spell Sleeves to start the game with. That one Mystic Shot and Prowling Projectile actually took about a quarter of his life. He has to be pretty careful. Oh my god, he ate another one, and he's half health. See, Swain is... Oh, okay, never mind. First blood. I was about to say, Swain has a hard time unless he can land stuff and pull souls. And before I could even finish that sentence, that's very early first blood. Excellent never move onto the Ezreal. He had to watch it there. Swain Kai'Sa is a pretty terrifying lane. Once the claw lands, applies the Mark of Plasma, he pulls you back and Kai'Sa gets to do whatever she wants to you. And we just saw a full demonstration of that. Yuumi having started Q level 1 cannot do anything to protect the Ezreal in that situation. You can't even, like, in that situation there's nothing you can do. You can't even pop out the back and tank the claw, because the claw is AoE. So you both get rooted. You can't really tank that skill shot for your carry. It's just a positional error on the ADC's part for the most part. Tanking a claw that early, not good. Olaf gonna try for, oh no, the 1-inch flash dodging the Ahri charm? That's actually a kill onto the Kha'Zix and the Undertow. What a stylish player. I saw that 1-inch flash, I see you. It was the right play, given everything. He would have certainly died if the charm connected. It looks hilarious every time, but that is a genuine outplay and a half. Excellent early play by the Olaf. And now we go back bot lane. So somehow Ezreal has a CS lead, despite that happening. It's not even because Kai'Sa hasn't gotten to farm the wave yet, because for some reason, now red team has a freeze. Despite being put when what should have been just an awful situation. Oh, Olaf, he's gonna get caught out here. Will the claw land? The Kha'Zix is here as well. The isolation, not there, but the damage is enough on his own. Ezreal gets pulled back yet again. Arcane Shift blinks him back. He's gonna be fine for now. Meanwhile, top lane, Garen spinning on the Malphite. Neither will die. Malphite has a pretty hard time in this lane just because Garen is resourceless and beats Malphite in every trade. Malphite Qs 4 times and he's out of mana, and Garen just gets to spin on him for free after that. It's a combat Malphite too, so without a fully stacked Mana Flow band and without Glacial Shroud, he's gonna have such a huge huge problem trying to keep up with the Garen in terms of just spamming abilities at each other. Yeah, no, Ezreal has a genuine CS lead over the Kai'Sa. I don't know how. I mean, I do know how she reset for a call once she got that kill, but you really shouldn't be at a CS deficit when you get such an amazing early kill. But lo and behold, here we are. She's gonna try to stack up that call. She does scale up quite she scales up quite nicely into the late game. It is the classic Hail of Blaze build for Kai'Sa. Bot lane, I think despite that early first blood, Ezreal and Yuumi are content just sitting and farming it out. Oh, Equalizer. It's gonna get dropped down to mid. 5 minutes, 50 seconds. Oh, one more hit from the tower. No, it's not enough. That tower went super easy on the Olaf. It did like 130 damage to him. What the heck was that? Olaf just tanked right through that tower shot on top of the Orb of Deception return. I thought Olaf was dead for sure to the tower, but he's not. And the game is just going to continue. So far, Olaf has been making a lot of positive plays. We're going to forget about that one part where he went bot and into the kill to the Kha'Zix. But in terms of mid lane impact, you can definitely feel it. Ahri's 0-2. Oh, Malphite going for an aggressive trade. Can he kill the Garen here? Garen's being slowed down. He's gonna flash away, but they immediately return to Q. Oh, should have just kept running. That's just gonna be a kill given over to the Malphite, identifying that he can in fact solo kill the Garen, despite being in a pretty terrible lane. Kai'Sa flashes forward, getting the kill onto the Ezreal. Yuumi detaches, but not enough damage. Ignite being returned, but Kai'Sa's only half health. Swain gonna land the claw onto the Olaf. Olaf pops a Ragnarok. He's going in hard. Kai'Sa's level 4, Swain's level 4, but Olaf has no health. The Undertow! It finishes still and kills off the Swain. That's actually gonna be Swain's first death. So that's 300 gold to the Olaf. But I think blue team gets way more in return. He was running out of movement speed. He popped Ragnarok but couldn't get in. The last second desperation Undertow salvages that situation, I suppose. So it's not a total wash. Although I can see how from the bot laner's perspective, you look at the Olaf and say he's boosted. His plays in bottom lane this game just hasn't really worked out. But while bot is calling jungle gap, I think Rumble very much appreciates what Olaf has done for him. But here comes the roast! Oh no, the isolation! It might not be enough! Spirit Rush dragging away! Harpoon finds the kill! The ignite! The healing reduction is not there! Rumble tanks us through with the shield! He turns it around! Oh, Empire! Empire Vision of Empire, whatever. Not gonna get that kill. It was pretty close. Rumble was definitely inside kill range. Man, oh man, Rumble finds it, the 1v2 return counter double kill. Swain's on the outside of the pit. This is word that they know. Rumble's gonna pop out. He's gonna try to torture Swain alive. Swain has to use a stopwatch, and that's not the way you want to use a stopwatch. Red team secures the Drake. Kai'Sa missile will not steal it. Harpoon does not connect. Here comes the fight. Swain pulls back the Rumble. Here comes the isolation damage. The scrap shield, not enough to tank through. Olaf smacks the word once, but he gets the kill onto the Kha'Zix. Ragnarok has popped. He's angry. He's mad. He does damage. Double kill to the Olaf. 8 kills combined between the jungler and mid. They have all but 1. And the last one is from top lane. Olaf gonna get charmed up, but it's not gonna stop him from killing the ward. And with that one solo kill, Malphite actually pulls back so much CS. Now the CS differential looks a lot more salvageable than before. In fact, now he has a gold lead. He definitely has a gold lead. 10 CS difference is not enough to recoup 1 kill. Unless you throw in 2 cannons in there, but I don't think it's a 2 cannon lead in that 10. Oh, Swain, might be another kill, but no, Kai'Sa gets a little bit too brave for her own good. Vision of Empire not gonna help her out. She dashes in to her own death. A suicidal dive for the Kai'Sa. She's just gonna die. In fact, the double pickaxe spell, she's going to go for the early evolution on the Q. However, that's not the way you want to go back to base. And she's still being so heavily out-farmed, despite bot lane not catching a break this game until that happens. Oh, the dive! Yeah, but despite bot lane not catching a break until that happens, Kai'Sa's so far behind in CS. Malphite not long for this world. Kha'Zix comes in for the easiest cleanable out time, but I don't think this Kha'Zix has what it takes to pop off this game. I think he's been quite stifled in his environment. Olaf has just been dominating him this game in terms of the jungle gap. Rumble gonna torch the wave alive at mid. Kha'Zix waiting in the wings. They want to make this gank happen again. This might be a history. This might be a repeat history. Teleport immediately comes in from the Malphite. Malphite has no ultimate. Rumble isolates himself, so there will be no 1v2 double kill this time. Olaf the whole time is just smacking the Herald. He'll just secure it now. Rumble isolated himself. He walked away from his minions. Granted, the minions were low. A leap probably kills off his entire wave. But he did take quite a bit of unnecessary damage by walking away. Ezreal gonna get pulled back. The plasma stacks are ramping up. Kai'Sa going for another dive. And meanwhile, Olaf, one more axe will do it for the Ahri, but he doesn't get it. Isolation damage finishes him off. Swain pops the crow form. The burst, everything is there. True Shot Barrage does not land in time. Yuumi has to try to run. One more plasma stack will detonate it, but she cannot find it. The cat will walk away alive. Ezreal finds his third death this game. No despair necessary though. The rest of his team is still doing decently well. But the AD carry is just ending this game. Then again, still a CS lead. Still has the CS lead. He's actually hit the Manamune timing faster than the Kai'Sa because Kai'Sa went for the evolution rush. Now she has to work towards her Rage Blade. She gets that Executioners, a very critical item to buy in lane against the Yuumi. Zoomies is not a Zoomies is not to be underestimated by any means. And now we're gonna have another trade up top. Malphite, he probably wants to go hard for this. Ground Slam slows down Garen's attack speed, which does lower his EDPS. Oh, the smite from the Kha'Zix that was gonna get away from this. Isolation onto the Olaf. Olaf cannot chase. Ahri is on the other side. Rumble wants his word, but the charm will land. It connects. He loses about 500 health, but he's fine. Swain once again pulls back the Ezreal. Ezreal blinks away. Yuumi is detached through all of this. No W tank from the cat. Ezreal's taking a hell of a lot of pain. Still has a CS lead. I'll repeat it until it's no longer true, but it so far seems like Ezreal is a better farmer than the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa has the world headed to her. She shouldn't be behind in CS. Now this might be a dive. Unstoppable Force comes in. Garen cannot dispel CC, except it's a slow. Here comes a Herald charge. That's 3 plays. It all went to the Olaf. Malphite didn't get a shred of it. Here comes the Ahri roam, but the Herald is still alive. It makes one last smack into the tower. Meanwhile, Ahri kills off the Olaf. No more diving is possible. Unstoppable Force is not up, but here comes the Equalizer. Ahri needs to get off the red carpet, but she can't. The attention is too much. She dies in the grandeur. And here comes the Kha'Zix in the side lane to crush this. Rumble is solo. He's isolated. He's taking damage, but he's so low. The Ignite's taking out the Kha'Zix. He smites up the Gromp and tries to stay alive, and the Gromp spits in his face. How dare you bring God's wrath upon me, he says. And he kills off the Kha'Zix regardless. Ezreal gonna be pulled in. Now it's a 1v1. Kai'Sa, she surrounded the cat. The cat has to try to walk away. Zoomy speed is there. No more damage possible. Prowling projectile, not a cursor follow when she's not attached. No counter damage. Kai'Sa just walks away. Ezreal finds his 4th death. Speaking of 4th death, the Olaf has been dying quite a bit as well. And now, actually, I take everything I said about the early game back. Kha'Zix is in this game again. My god, he's racked up so many kills. Just quietly doing cleanup duty mostly. And now he's a genuine assassin's threat. Having picked off Olaf 1v1 in the jungle as well. But now that being said, Olaf still has the map momentum. He is still the one securing objectives. And now Red Team still has a gold lead. It's a very tiny gold lead, but they still have one regardless. The game is more or less even at this point. So now they need to look to whatever advantages they can generate. Is Olaf still strong? I think he's still decently strong. He can clap anybody that's not Kha'Zix. Is bot lane strong? They're getting up there. Still has a CS lead. Rumble mid lane is definitely where red team wants to make all of their advantages happen. This Ahri not having a good time. The flamethrower just rolls her alive. If he equalizes her, I think that's a kill, right? Ahri has to try to be careful. Equalizer is a kill. Rumble will opt to not equalize her, but in fact they're gonna goon squad and goon gank top lane. 3v1, let's go. Garen might not have nowhere to run. He's trying to pop the Q. He waits for all the slows and now he's gonna rock away. Rumble does not go for the distant pincer. Olaf pings out the Malphite ultimate, but Malphite was holding it. Holding that Malphite ultimate means that Garen just walks away. And now the bot lane, there has to be they have to be careful here. They might just die again. This combo from Swain Kai'Sa is still very strong in terms of single target nuke. And against the Yuumi, it's pretty much just single target nuke. Swain walks up a little bit too far. He tanks about half his life in damage, but he's gonna pop Angry Crow for him and pounce on the Ezreal. Meanwhile, top lane, apparently Directed Cameras thinks this trade is more exciting. Ahri will try to Spirit Rush away. She does get out. Equalizer gets committed and finds nothing. Kha'Zix on the side. He's pouncing on the Rumble. He finds the Rumble, but apparently it's too graphic to look at. Meanwhile, Ezreal kills out the Swain in the bot lane. Kha'Zix finds a kill onto the Olaf and Kai'Sa gets mopped up as well. Ezreal is now officially back on the board. Almost no longer has a CS lead, but it doesn't matter. Now he has a kill lead. That was a very scuffed directed camera, by the way. Just looks away at the moment of the kill. It's too graphic to look at. Shield your eyes. Avert your children. Ezreal gonna try to clean up the tower here. There's no plates. This is a very squishy tower. Herald is up. Kha'Zix is near. He's very close to 10 kills. He hasn't died in a while. Now he's holding on to 300 gold bounty. Is he thirsty enough for the Malphite? No, he's not. Malphite realizes the missile pokes him, so Kha'Zix is there. He's going to turn tail and walk back into lane. He might be pinched by the Garen here. Garen, is he going to go for the silence? He gets the silence, but he doesn't get the spin. Malphite stole way too much move speed, and now he's fast. Kha'Zix gonna recall on a ward. He is being spotted. Flash! Unstoppable Force. The catch out is there. 600 gold over to the Malphite. That's gonna be Herald 2 over to red team. Beautiful catch onto the bug. He should have known better than the recall there. I don't know why he jumped into the river. With that little health. I mean, he found a few kills, but he's not a god. He's still gonna die if you pounce on him. Malphite gonna pounce onto the Garen. Rumble toasting the wave. Kai'Sa gonna go in, Killer Instinct behind the Ezreal final chapter. Ezreal has to walk back just to get the root off. But they're not gonna make it out, and Kai'Sa lives with a shred of her life. True Shot Barrage not gonna hit her. That was a pretty funny last breath final chapter. Herald 2 gets dropped once again on top lane. This is a hate crime. Herald's gonna make his charge. Tower's not long for the world. Garen should identify this, and now he has nowhere to run. The slow, the dunk, everything is there. Ahri and Kha'Zix off in the wings, but they can't enter. Now they have to try to beat red team into their own tower. They're not gonna make it there in time. They have to be careful. Swain does find the Ezreal. The pullback is there. He's taking tower shots. The Herald completes his charge. Kha'Zix jumps in. There's no kill. There's nothing. Ahri has a Spirit Rush away. The red carpet gets laid down on top of the top lane. And that's going to cut off their advance. Kai'Sa has been caught up as well to reinforce. There's just going to be nothing left to protect. The tower's on a shred of life. Malphite's going to find that satisfactory and reset. Dragon's up in 15. Bot lane is in a position to contest this. Kai'Sa is not bot lane. Olaf has already made his way down. He's going to kill off a Pink. Blue team knows this is red team's play. What are they going to do about it? Blue team loses in their turret. Malphite going in. Garen charging forward. He's not going to find it. Oh, the stopping taunt. Malphite knows he can't catch. Oh, the dunk plus a smite combo finishes the dragon. Attempted steal is foiled. Kha'Zix tanks out quite a bit of his life and damage, but he's juking every skill shot. They find out how low he is, and here comes the engage. Olaf is very low as well. He's in the middle of it all, and he's just gonna die. Kai'Sa is the next victim. The True Shot Barrage finishes off the Kha'Zix. Teleport comes in from the Malphite, but it's gonna be matched by the Malphite. Did I say Malphite twice? I mean Garrett. But he's gonna be matched by the Malphite. The triple kill onto the Swain. Ezreal's popping off this fight. Can they keep going? Red carpet goes down. Everyone is so slow. The cheese wheel finds a slow. Blink forward maybe. True shot. Not true shot. Mystic shot. It finds the kill onto the Garen. Unofficial quadra for the Ezreal. He is popping off as well. 8 and 4. Making up for those deaths in lane. He actually hasn't died in a long time. He's picked up like 6 kills without dying now. It's the Kha'Zix story. And as we check back onto the Kha'Zix, going from a scoreline of 9 to 4 to 10 to 6 is pretty abysmal. So he's tilted. And the story shifts back to our original MVP, Olaf, who has admittedly been invisible for the past few minutes. He's tried a few plays since then. It's kind of a bullheaded play, slamming your head into a wall, see what breaks first, and so far it's been him breaking first. It is kind of Olaf's playstyle to just run in, although his last few attempts of running in haven't really paid off for him. We're approaching 21 minutes in this game. 15 to 23. Still pretty even, really, all things considered. It's just that Ahri hasn't found a kill or an assist or a death for a long time now. She's pretty invisible, all things considered. Charm is a very powerful tool to land the pick, but she's alone and she's not fed enough to make a pick happen by herself. She does need to be careful. Unstoppable Force is primed. Final Chapter is primed. True Shot Barrage is primed. If Malphite gets angry, that's a dive. Kai'Sa W finds it. Oh, the Q from across the ledge. Kha'Zix finds it, but he loses half his health in return. He just has to walk away, and the slow siege comes down here for mid lane. They are against an Ezreal, which means they're probably going to lose this turret eventually. He just W's and autos this, and he's pretty safe in terms of sieging. Yep, there it is. Here comes the Unstoppable Force. The swing gets instantly picked off, but the Malphite has no ticket out of here. Yuumi Prowling Projectile won't land, and now she's tanking a tower. No further aggression is possible. They're just gonna let several members of blue team walk away, missing arms and legs all over the place. But they will make it out alive to fight another day regardless. Then again, if you lost a leg, you're probably not going to be fighting for another day. This isn't XCOM. We're not putting prosthetics in you and putting you back on the front lines. Ahri going to be picked off here, and there we go. A change for her KDA at long last. Unfortunately, it's not the improvement that she hoped for. 1 assist and 1 death. Now red team in the driving seat, prime for their next objective, which is just Baron Nashor. And blue team, they know this is the red team's play, but can they walk out and contest this? I think the answer here might just be no. It's gonna be red team's Baron to take. They do get it. Here comes the red carpet. Very interesting direction to drop the red carpet. Doesn't matter regardless. The support dies for the 7th time this game. A far cry from his performance in lane. Just shameful, really. On one side, you have people that fail to leverage their very early laning advantage. And on the other hand, you have someone who made some good plays early and has since kind of fallen off. But the other members of their team actually rose up to the occasion and started carrying. Malphite doing really well, Ezreal's doing really well. It's definitely the story of Swain versus Olaf in this game, I feel. Swain basically made all the positive plays for their whole team, really, in the early game. And now Kha'Zix is kind of taking over. But once a Kha'Zix takes over, and the entire enemy team is fed, it's gotta be feels bad. Like, who do you even kill? You can't kill anybody here. It's gonna be Dragon number 4, that's Soul. It seems like the Kazakhs just conceded. What is that damage? Kazakhs? Oh, the two junglers sharing a dragon meal together. Here comes the Kazakhs. Isolation not there because the dragon is sitting there smacking at Olaf. Here comes the Ahri first to unbalance the equation. They do secure the Drake. They stay off the soul, but can they make it out alive? The rest of red team is still alive and kicking. First kill here might be Swain. He's cut off from the pack. He's gonna be executed. And here comes a massive unstoppable force. Unfortunately, Rumble already dead, so he can't follow up. Very scattered fight. Everybody is in fight range, but nobody is really in a position to fight. The Kazakh's gonna escape, and that's gonna leave the Garen high and dry, so he's gonna be killed off by the Ezreal. Ezreal finds his 10th kill of this game. The Kazakhs makes it out. Kai'Sa apparently flashed, but that was at the start of the fight. It's already about a minute of cooldown. Speaking of the Kai'Sa, she hasn't really done anything. She still doesn't have Muramana complete. That's an insanely late Muramana timing. It's 26 minutes now, and she still doesn't have it. How far off is she? Oh my god, she's only 2/3 done? Are you serious? Okay, I know she's slow at stacking, but that slow? Are you serious? Garen has teleported to bottom lane to try to clear out the wave. So what's the next play for the siege? Red team is actually preferring to play this really slow. They're not doing a siege. They're just farming. Now, farming in this situation can be the right and wrong play. You have more map to play with, so if both teams just farms, you get stronger faster. But on the other hand, it's also easier if you're ahead to just choke out the enemy and just kill them, straight up. And red team definitely has the tools to make picks, and here comes a pick. Yuumi Unstoppable Force, wait, no, Yuumi Final Chapter finds the kill on the Garen. Olaf just dunks him on the head. He gets a kill, well, his first kill in a while actually. This is going to be a 3-man push at bot lane. Malphite waiting in the wings. He can get this jump if he wants to. Mystic shots are flying in now. Blue team has to try to play dodgeball. The balls here are made of magic and they hurt. Malphite running in. He finds a slow. Ezreal gets pulled back. Swain pops Kaka form and he's gonna go in, but the backline is being eviscerated and Swain finds no reprieve whatsoever. Kai'Sa trying to cut her heart out. The red carpet goes down welcoming her presence and is gonna roast her alive. Where's the rest of the team really? Kazakhs hasn't even made it and Garen just now pops back onto the respawn platform. He's 1-7? He doesn't have an assist? Are you serious? He has 1 kill participation, I just noticed. I thought he was a lot more impactful than that, but he's just been feeding the whole game. Kazakhs jumping in. This is the Hail Mary. He flashes away, and this might be the invitation. The sword dunk onto the Malphite. Garen finds a second kill, but only for a while. And the Yuumi prowling projectile, it's gonna find it. No, it's not. Kazakhs makes it out, but Kazakhs can't go home. His home is in shambles. There are invaders with shotguns killing everybody, and he just has to run for the hills. He can't go home, he can't go anywhere else. Everywhere is just hostile. He finally finds a safe place to recall and finds his home aflame. But the siege is still continuing. Ahri just respawned. Red carpet number 2 goes down yet again. Kai'Sa comes back as well, but she's not gonna find anything here. She's just clearing away bot lane. This tower not long for the world. It does go down. True Shot Barrage not gonna find anything. Here comes a flash forward. Kai'Sa gets gunned down in her own house. Kazakhs once again the only survivor. He hasn't actually died, and the rest of his team has died twice. We'll say it's 2 aces. Kazakhs just refuses to let himself get killed. He is playing for the KDA because his team is a lost cause. This is going to be the last inhib. The Hail Mary comes down once again. This time there's too much lockdown. Kazakhs can't get out in time. That's all 3 inhibs down. There's minions pouring in from all directions. This game is done. This game is written in the books. Chalk it down as a win for red team. There are no more plays possible. It's just too much to bear. And the rest of blue team sitting on the fountain, calling it a day. Garrett's playing Minecraft now. He's so done with this game. This might be a BM fountain dive. No, they're not going for it. Garrett's still tanky. He's not taking damage. But man, does he lack some as well. I like to think if he didn't feed as much, he would have been a genuine threat this game. Ezreal can't actually kill him. He takes no damage from him. Charm comes down. Here comes the Spirit Rush. Too little, too late. Ahri finds Liquid Courage for the first time, but it's already... the game's already over. Red team takes it.